Hello everyone, my name is Mwango Kapalo. I'm a student at Central Africa Baptist University. I'm here to present the gospel. To start with, we're going to talk about God. In Genesis 1, we see that God is the creator. God is everlasting and self-existing. Psalms 90 verse 2. We also see that God is holy and loving Father, and He is eternal. John 3 verse 16. Why did God create man? According to Genesis 1 verse 26 to 28, God created man to have dominion over everything. He also created man to have fellowship with Him. And God created man to be fruitful and multiply and to honor Him and glorify Him. Man was created to have clear relationship with God. Man was created to obey God's word, but due to disobedience, sin came into the world. Sin is the rebellion against God's ways, authority, and rule. Sin came into the world through one man. We see this in Romans 5 verse 12. Sin breaks our relationship with God. It also breaks our fellowship with God. Romans 6 verse 23. As a result of sin, death came into the world through disobedience of man. Genesis 3 verse 6. As a consequence of sin, death entered the world. Therefore, there are three types of death: physical death, spiritual death, and eternal death. Physical death is where our bodies being separated from the soul. Spiritual death is the separation of an individual from fellowship with God. Eternal death is a separation from God forever. Therefore, we also discuss about Christ. What did Christ do on the cross? We need to know that Christ is God. John 10 verse 8. In Luke 1 verse 26 to 28, we see two things. Firstly, we see that Christ was born of the Virgin. Secondly, Christ is the Son of the Most High, and He will reign forever. On the other part, we talk about what did Jesus do on the cross. Christ was made to be seen who knew no sin. Christ reconciled to Himself all things and made peace by the blood of the cross. According to Isaiah 53, verse 4 to 6, Jesus bore our griefs and carried our sorrows. He was pierced for our transgression and crushed for our iniquities. Therefore, also talk about faith. How does someone express faith? According to Romans 10 verse 9, someone can express faith by confessing Jesus as Lord. One can also express faith by recognizing sinful and mortality, according to Genesis 3 verse 19. Someone can also express faith by acknowledging one's sinful nature and separation from God. One can also express faith by accepting Jesus' word and teaching to be true, according to John 6 verse 66 to 67. Therefore, we will also discuss about why did God save us, which is life. God saved us to have intimate love and to have a relationship with Him. God saved us to have fellowship with Him. Revelation 21 verse 1 to 5 also tells us that God saves us to dwell with Him, and John 11 verse 25 to 26. This is all I had for you.